Adam Ramey says, do you think that the fame is worth it? Are there days that you wish it would all disappear? That's a very good question, Adam. I don't think anybody's ever asked me that before. Honestly, man, like, there are days that it's fun and it's great. And, you know, when you're sitting where I'm sitting now and you look back at where I started with Dear Rappers, like that story that I just told, I'm very thankful to have made it out of that situation. I'm very grateful for all of you amazing people. But there's definitely like, there's days when you don't want to be a carpenter anymore. There's days when you don't want to be a doctor anymore. There's days when you don't want to be a parent anymore. There's days when there's always going to be those days, no matter what it is. Lawyer, carpenter, plumber, bank teller, famous rapper, whatever. There's always going to be days that you just don't want to do your job and you just don't want to be famous or you don't want to be a carpenter. There's going to be days like that. So, I do my best to embrace every moment of this and enjoy it. But there's definitely times where it sucks, man. You just want to be alone and by yourself and be quiet. And it always feels like the internet's just at your front door when you're a musician and in my positions. It's difficult sometimes. Of course it is. But I'd say it's well worth it. I love what I do. I love that by me making music is therapy for myself. It also helps other people. And just based on that, like I've had people hit me up and say, my brother killed himself yesterday. Your music's the only reason I'm still here. Or I'm going through chemo and I listen to your music when I'm getting my treatments and it helps me make it through and stuff like that. And when you hear comments like that, like it would be impossible to say that this isn't worth it. To have that type of effect and profound impact on somebody else, that's why I'm here. So I would say it's well worth it. I think like, and I've talked about it before, like, is the fame worth it? It is truly not what anybody expects. It's not what I expected, that's for sure. And I've talked about it like a few times before. Like, we set these like goals in life, right? These places that we want to get to. And as a musician, that's 100 likes, 1,000 likes, 1,000,000 likes, 1,000,000,000 views, blah, 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 blah. And maybe as a carpenter, that's like a laborer, a carpenter, a foreman, a superintendent, blah, blah. Like we all have this ladder that we're trying to climb, right? And there's all these destinations out there. And you think that like when you reach that destination, that first milestone, that 1,000 likes on Facebook, you have this image in your head of who you're going to be and what life's going to be like when you get there. And then you get to that 1,000 likes and everything's the same. And then you get to the 10,000 likes and everything's the same. And then you get to 100,000, it's the same. 1,000,000, it's the same. 10,000,000, it's the same. These projections of our mind, these places, these destinations, you never truly arrive at them. They're not real things that happen. I feel the exact same right now as I did when I was in that shitty house writing Dear Rappers with no money on my front step. I feel the exact same. Like, I'm no more happy now than I was then. I'm no more sad now than I was then. I feel the exact same. So I think what's important is like, instead of setting these destinations in these places and expecting yourself to arrive at them at some point, is pointless. Look out the window instead of looking straight ahead. I gotta get there, because you'll never get there. One day you'll end up 85 years old, laying in a hospital bed, surrounded by your family, getting ready to die, and you will have never arrived at any of these destinations. The most important part is to take a break from looking out the front window and look out the side window and look in the rear view here and there and look around and enjoy the ride on the way there. That's it. So, I mean, that doesn't sound like it directly relates to, do you think fame is worth it? But I can definitely say that fame has created some pretty cool things going on outside the window. So now when I get the chance to look around and enjoy the view, there's definitely some cool things going on outside those windows that I appreciate. And it's just helped enhance the journey that I'm traveling as a human being. So, and I think that makes it worth it.